Greetings, members one and all of the Salivation Nation. A touch of gold can charge with excitement. Crystals, let's explore. Yes, indeed. This comes to us from phys.org, a little article I found from some work that the University of Warwick is doing, and it is about adding a little bit of gold or any other noble metal can change the structure of a crystal and its intrinsic properties. Physicists at the University of Warwick have demonstrated in a display of modern-day alchemy. Exciting stuff. So scientists at the university have found a way to induce electric effects in crystals that they were not previously capable of, such as converting movement or heat into electricity simply by adding a piece of metal to their surface. The method is detailed in a new paper published today in Nature and demonstrates that the effects can be of greater than magnitude than conventionally studied bulky materials, making it ideal for use in technologies such as sensors, energy conversion, and mobile technologies. The key to this technique is in breaking the symmetry of the crystal structure. A crystal can be made from a number of different atoms, but the term describes an ordered structure of particles that form a symmetric pattern. Professor Marin Alexei, co-lead author from the Department of Physics at the University of Warwick, said in physics, those materials are rather boring. From the point of view of functionality, symmetry is not the greatest thing you want to have. You want to break the symmetry in such a way that you would get new effects. The crystal can function as a semiconductor, allowing an electrical current to flow through it. By adding a small piece of metal to this crystal surface, the scientists create a junction known as a Schottky junction. This induces an electric field into the semiconductor that excites the semiconductor structure underneath the metal, breaking its symmetry and enabling new effects that were not previously possible. Those effects that researchers observed included a piezoelectric effect, or piezoelectric effect, which the movement is converted to electrical energy or vice versa, and a pyroelectric effect whose heat is converted to electrical energy. These properties are known as interface effects and confined in a very shallow region of the crystal underneath the metals. Dr. Ming Miang, who conducted the work in the University of Warwick and has since moved to Riken Institute in Japan, said generally, the properties of these crystals are determined by two factors: the intrinsic properties of the elements and the crystal consists of, and how those elements are arranged to form that crystal, which we call its symmetry. Our research is demonstrating how these elements are arranged is not just determined by their own nature. They can also be attuned by external influence. Once we use that influence to change their arrangement, they can exhibit properties that were previously prohibited to them. Very exciting stuff when you think about the science of it. The researchers used the noble metals gold and platinum to create their junction due to their high thermodynamic work function, but copper, silver, gold, iridium, or platinum would also be good options. For the crystals, strontium, titanate, titanium dioxide, and silicon were used. None of these materials would normally show a piezoelectric or pyroelectric effect. Once the materials possess the piezoelectric or pyroelectric effect, they can output electricity when they experience force, in the case of piezoelectric effect, or a temperature change in the case of pyroelectric effect. By detecting any electricity generated in the materials, the scientists could confirm the existence of these effects. The observed effects give the technique great potential for use in sensors, which require high sensitivity, or in technologies relying on energy conversion. As a piezoelectric effects, the crystals can harvest energy or work as an actuator or transducer. With the pyroelectric effect, they can work as a sensor or infrared imaging. In addition, the small scale, that is, the effects seen on its high efficiency, would make it ideal for use in mobile technologies. In the team's previous work, they have examined the ways of breaking symmetry by mechanical means. This work looked at the possibility of breaking symmetry using an electric field. Professor Alexei added, materials with broken symmetry are rich in functionalities. To improve these functionalities, you usually need to tweak the material structure. This requires deploying complicated solid-state chemistry followed by detailed investigations. You now have a completely different path to tweak these materials and the ability to tune the effect, something that we have not been able to do before. And that opens the field to many other possibilities with these materials, and we might not know where those lead. Very exciting news indeed. Just goes to show you the expansion of science to be able to provide more uses and applications for gold, silver, platinum, and other metals. Very interesting indeed. So there you have it, another potential use, and especially seeing how gold and silver are used in technologies these days. Very exciting. So post your thoughts below. Would like to extend a multitude of gratitude to you all for taking the time to watch, and encourage you to please rate, share, comment, and subscribe.